Okay, one of my favorite holiday traditions is getting together with a bunch of youth from my church and then going Christmas caroling around the neighborhoods and then getting some sweet hot chocolate afterwards.
My favorite holiday tradition is every Christmas Eve we go over to my grandma's house, who lives in Nampa, and we open her presents, like for me and my mom and my dad, and we eat pizza. And then we just kind of like watch a few Hallmark movies, and then after that we go home and we sleep, and then in the morning my other grandma comes and helps me make monkey bread.
So my favorite holiday tradition is when we go to my grandparents' house in Idaho Falls and we play this White Elephant style Christmas game, and it's really fun because we get to like open these presents and then we get to steal them from other people, and it gets very tense sometimes, but it's really fun.
My favorite holiday tradition is like on Christmas, we're not one of those families that gets up early to like at the crack of dawn to open Christmas presents. Usually we don't like start until like 10 o'clock, and my dad will light a fire in our living room and we'll all go like see what's in our stockings and stuff before we open any Christmas presents. And it's fun, and as my siblings have moved out, they'll come back and they all get stockings still too, because Santa brings them stockings because he never leaves anybody out, and it's super fun.
One of my favorite holiday traditions is this thing where my family has this Mickey Mouse ornament, and it's black and white and it's furry, but it opens up in the main part and like can hold stuff in it. So around New Year's or Christmas, whenever we're putting the ornament on the tree, we put like little slips of paper with our names on it, and our New Year's resolution, or just something we want from the next year to come. And then the next year we open them back up and read the slips out to each other and see if we got that or if we stuck to it, and just get to look back on what we wanted and like reflect on life, and then start the tradition over again. And it's really cool. I remember during COVID, it was a lot about missing our family, because we've got family on the East Coast and in other states, so we just wanted to see them and make sure they were safe.
My favorite holiday tradition is on Christmas Eve, my family will make these giant like cinnamon rolls almost in pie tins, and we'll get the bread and we'll roll it in butter and cinnamon sugar, and then we'll roll it all up and we'll cook it, and then that's what we have for breakfast on Christmas morning, is just these giant cinnamon rolls that we like cut out like pieces of pie, and it's so good and I love it. And so we'll like open half of our presents, eat the cinnamon rolls, and then open the rest of our presents, and we're hopped up on sugar for the rest of the day.
My favorite holiday tradition is either going to a gym and playing sports for like 6 hours with my family and extended family, or every Christmas Eve we have a big finger food feast, and it's just like tons and tons of random assortments of food, and like I have a big family, so every kid gets to pick like 1 or 2 finger foods, and so we cook it all on Christmas Eve and have a big like picnic in our family room with a fire going, so we have a live fire. It's a lot of fun.
My favorite holiday tradition is waking up super early with my siblings on Christmas Day. I think the best part about Christmas is the anticipation of waiting to open your presents downstairs. So when you wake up super early, the longer the anticipation is, and it's really fun to just kind of bond with your siblings and sit upstairs and be excited to see what kind of presents you got from Santa.
Every holiday season we go out and we have a certain budget, and we pick one of our siblings' names, and we get presents for them, and on Christmas Eve we open each one.
Well, I build snowmen every year, like really cool ones that look like Frosty or something. They're pretty epic and very tall.
My family does a lot for Christmas. It's like the biggest thing in our household. So Christmas Eve we make homemade sugar cookies and decorate them, and then we each get 2 Christmas presents. One's our family PJs, and then just a fun one for that night. And then we watch Polar Express and drink hot cocoa and set out cookies and milk, because that's still a fun tradition we do.
So usually all my siblings go down in the basement and my parents are upstairs, and after they get all the Christmas presents down, or Santa helps them,
They set up this really elaborate trap to try to catch us, so that way we don't get to the Christmas tree before it's time to get up in the morning. And me and my siblings tried to undo this trap, usually by going around outside doors. We've gone through window screens, and we get to the Christmas tree so that my parents lose.